Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my GregTech New Horizons playthrough. This is episode 69. And in this episode, we are going to bring over our clean room, I think, and try to automate some circuitry. So we're gonna have to move. We're gonna move this over to our brand new factory building over here, and then we're going to require a little bit of crafting some new items here. It sounds like our turbines are on right now. Let's go check out our benzene. I think we're losing a lot of benzene. So our power consumption is also uh, going pretty crazy. I think it's because we're still making stainless steel from last episode actually. So maybe we want to throttle this a little bit here. Well, you know what? Chrome is going to throttle me soon anyways. So this is set to 4,000, right? And we got quite a bit to go here. So yeah, that's oh, we have actually some more dust in here. Okay, anyways, we're in the intro phase of this. So yeah, we're gonna work on automating circuitry, and in doing so, we need to unlock a few new crafts. So by unlock, I just mean craft them. So we're gonna want to look into this wireless connector. This is gonna allow us to wirelessly access our network, our AE network, in our clean room, so we don't have to break the walls and use weirdness there. So we could just kind of go wirelessly there. So we're gonna look at crafting that, and we are also going to look into crafting this ME security terminal, the wireless access point, and maybe some boosters to utilize a wireless terminal, because I am sick of having to be over there and be like, oh man, I need to access my inventory. So yeah, those are a couple items that we're gonna break into this episode, as well as trying to automate our circuits. So let's get to work. All right, so first things first, I think we need to move the clean room. So I have already broken this one down, and we are going to go place that right over in this section over here. And you may notice that the hole is a little bit bigger than what our clean room was. So um, while we move it, I am going to expand it, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit more roomier, make it a 9 by 9. I think that was a 7 by 7 over there. And yeah, we're going to hook it up to our main power network through the cable that we have over here and see how it goes. Also going to get rid of all the HV machines in here that we had in here. Basically only going to have EV machines in this clean room, and then possibly in the near future IV machines. And then I think you don't need, after you get out of IV, I believe you really don't need the clean room anymore. I think multi-blocks act as a clean room, so this will probably be a legacy clean room before we even know it. But I kind of wanted a 9 by 9 clean room. So let's get down to business and build this bad boy. All right, and we are back with our clean room complete, and I even put some machines in here, and I have even went ahead and tested them all, and they all work. So yeah, so now we need to make at least two of these for now. One of those, a couple of these, one of those, one of these for this, and yeah. So Still have a little bit of crafting to do. This guy is actually very expensive. So this isn't too bad, all of this stuff. But this bad boy right here requires LUV circuits. So I went ahead, and that's kind of what I tested. Well, I guess I haven't tested this machine, but I'm sure if these work, this one works. So I had to make some eyes of ender eyes. So I used that, had to cut up a bunch of stuff for circuits to make the LUV circuits. So yeah, this is all working fine and dandy. We put a battery buffer here, so we have 4 amps and 40 million EU that we can pull. So yeah, next step is to make this guy and these two guys. So I think we'll start with the wireless setup for, maybe we'll go and make this. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's go over to our terminal here, and let's see what we need here. So we need to make this, which means we need 5 of those and 1 of these. Okay, so aluminum wire, 16 times. We need 4 of them. Let's go over here. And we'll push this to 16 for now. We actually only need half a stack of aluminum. Alright, and that'll get us our wire to make that battery buffer. Oh, and then we need some 8 times cable here. Oh, I don't think we're gonna have enough HV circuits. Yeah, I need to make some more HV circuits, so I'll be right back. Alright, so there should be enough HV circuits. I did, while we were crafting those up, think about making this. So we need a MV emitter, which I think we have one, and an aluminum plate. That's easy. So this is going to help us in the clean room. I'll show you here in a minute. And then we also want this howler alarm, which we can just craft like that. So howler alarm, and then we needed the yeah, okay, and aluminum plate. Let's go. What circuit was that again? 1. So let's make that real quick. Bingo. And let's go. Alright, cool. That's a quest. I wonder what that quest says, actually. Where's that handyman when you need him? Alright, so yeah, this explains that you can use this in the clean room to emit a redstone signal when the multi-block needs maintenance, which is very important if we're going to automate circuits in here. If this needs maintenance, we're going to be voiding circuits and not even know it. So I think we're going to place this up top here, and then oh, that's also a quest. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, it's the next quest. Okay. All right, so you can hear this 128 blocks away, and it may cause uncontrollable urine leakage when it activated, so you might pee yourself. Sweet. What's the rewards for those bad boys? MV bag, cool. Another note block. Note blocks are interesting to make. Not very difficult though. Cool. All right. So let's just put this here, and we can. Oh, it's got different sounds, huh? We might have to test that out. Let's do this. Um. Oh my gosh, that is loud. It is very loud. I think I like this one better. We gotta turn this off though, it's gonna drive me crazy. Whoo! Oh my goodness. Okay, that is very loud. Wow, that's annoying. Okay. I did pee myself a little bit. And lost my train of thought. Yeah, we were we were making wireless AE2 stuff, right? Wow. Okay. Back on task. So let's make this wireless terminal first. So it's gonna need us. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we need to craft okay, we need to craft 7 of these actually, because they are needed in these crafts as well. And it looks like we need 7. So, and we need 7 of these first. All right, 7 Flux pearls. And 7 wireless receivers. So that's good. And then we need to make the terminal. Ooh, we have everything for that. Nice. And then what else do we need? We needed this now. Okay, so that's going to require this, which is going to require this. Put that in there. AE2 is amazing. And then we need to make these. We need 5 of these. Cool. Have just enough of that stuff to make 5 of those. And bingo. I would honestly make another one of these if I had a couple LUV circuits, but we will, once we can start automating circuits, we will make another one of these to put on our AE2 network to store energy. So if we run out of power for whatever reason, which is seeming more likely going to happen as we go on. So this will store up energy in the AE2 network. So if we lose energy, we at least have a little bit of storage to keep the AE2 networks up and running while we figure out our power issues. So cool. We got this bad boy. Now what else do we need for this? Nothing. All right, so then we're going to need to link it with this and then make a ME wireless access point. I think this allows us to put these little cards in there to get wireless AE2. So there's that. Is that a quest? No. All right, and then we need the ME security terminal, which is going to need a chest and a 16K deal. Okay, 4K. Do we have any 1Ks? No, we don't. All right, there's the 16K, and then we need the chest, bingo, and security terminal. All right, and I think we're gonna put this. Let's make the access point as well. Do we have everything? Yes, we do. And do we have everything for this? Let's make 10 of them for now. I don't know what the range is on them, but we will test 10 of them. Okay, and then we're gonna go down. Okay, wireless setup, nice. We're gonna go down a level and just look at this controller setup. We're gonna be rearranging this very soon. This is not super ideal, I don't think. I don't know what I'm doing here. So all right, let's put this just here for now. And then what do we do? I think we got to put this in here. Okay, we are linked. Device is low on power. Okay, so we need to power it up. Does it take like, what kind of power does it take? Do you think it takes like HV power? I hope it doesn't blow up my machine. How do we power this up? Okay, well it's not the energy cell because I can't even click on that. I wonder if I need to make this charger, which is going to be an issue. Really, I don't have any copper cable. It's going to be an issue because it requires a EV electrolyzer, which I don't know if I've ever made one of those. Can I make one right now? Do I have any EV? Ooh, platinum wire, huh? That's unfortunate. Okay, I'll tell you what. We will just macerate down some of that and smelt it. That's not an issue. And then we will just run it through the wire mill again. Okay, so we have that. Now we need Okay, that's it for the electrolyzer. There's an EV electrolyzer. Have we made one of those? Is it even a quest? Do I have one over there? I don't know. We made one now. Alright, so that's that. Stop giving me eggs, please. Charger, and then we need a copper cable. That's what we were doing. Alright, there's our copper cable. Throw that in there, and go. Alright, so charger is made. Can we just put this back here? And will it connect? No, probably not. Let's see. I forgot it doesn't have a UI. Okay, that's not connected because of that facade. So let's just go down here and add to our cool controller setup here. Pop it down right here. Boy, that's gonna take a long time to charge. Alright, well I'll see you in like 17 hours. While that's charging actually, let's just put our wireless access point there. And we clicked it to EU. You can cycle through the different energy units there. So that's going to take up 100 EU, 111 EU. And we got 1% energy. So, all right, we have access to this. So it doesn't have a crafting grid, unfortunately. I don't know if there's a wireless crafting terminal. Let's see here. Oh, maybe there is. There is one. Oh, but we need a singularity for that. And I am not ready to do that yet. So, okay, but at least we have access to our stuff wirelessly. And then we can use our backpack to craft, which is very full of stuff. Yeah, we can use our backpack to craft. So, perfect. Let's slap that in there and let that charge up a little bit here, and we will be back. All right, and we're back. And we're going to make our wireless connector and setup kit. So, oh, we need another aluminum illuminated screen panel. We need glowstone plates. Copy that. All right, illuminated panel. Bingo. And I think that was all we needed, right? Okay, so there is this little wandy deal, and then we need two of these bad boys. One, two, easy enough. Look at that, we are winning. All right, so this is going to work somehow. I forget how. All right, so basically, we're going to use this backside for like inputs and outputs. So we can put this guy here, and then go underneath here. And the further away these are from each other, the more power they take. So I think our best bet is to basically put it like right underneath where it was, which I think was either like here or here. Let me double check. Yeah, so it's like right here. So let's put that there. And then how do we link them? Like, is it shift? I don't know. Probably should read the quest book, huh? Alright, it doesn't quite tell you how to set them up. So let's just, I right clicked on that one. Let's right click on this one. Okay, and now they are connected. So let's just right click, copy that. So now we kind of have AE2 in here. We just need to bring some cables over there. I promise my base is going to get more organized over time. It's just currently a disaster. And for now, maybe we'll do a dense cable coming off of it just to keep track of channels. And we don't have a lot of... We do have some of this covered cable. Let's use that. All right, so Alright, so that connector or that wireless deal should have AE2 now, and if I put some interfaces on the back there, we can set up recipes, right? So let's go try and do that. Alright, so here is the fun part of this episode. Hooking this up to the AE2 network and auto crafting our circuits. And then all of the components that go into the circuits. So this is going to take a good amount of time. We're going to have to add a couple of machines for these things, the SMDs. We're going to need to automate the circuit boards, which we're probably going to need to automate the plastic ones and the advanced circuit boards, because that's what we're using right now. But I think we're going to start with these microprocessors. So this is a simple task. I think we can accomplish it. We'll probably just use we're actually going to need to automate one of these two as well. Yeah, so I got a little bit of thinking to do here. Yeah, I think we're going to start with the microprocessor, and we can start by hooking our circuit assembler up to our AE network. And if you looked before, I kind of glanced over this. I didn't really talk about it, but we did check how many channels we had, and it was 5. Now we're at 6. So that tells me that that is working. One issue that I did think of is this cable obviously only holds 8 channels. So we are going to need a bunch more of the dense smart cables possibly, which is going to require some HV circuits, which we have some, but yeah, we really need to work on automating these circuits, and it's probably not going to all happen this episode, but let's get started on a few things here. So these aren't too bad actually. So we are going to want to hook up the laser engraver as well. So let's go get another. I'm gonna go through the recipes here and see what all machines we are going to need to add to our automation here. We are going to need an interface for the laser engraver, the cutting machine. I don't know if we're going to keep that chemical reactor in there. Maybe we will keep that one in there, and we'll make another one. But for now, we'll put these on the laser engraver and the cutting machine. Alright, so that should be 3 channels here. Alright, yep, 3 channels here. And then that should be, what, 8 channel? We're probably full now, right? Yeah, so we're full on this cable. So we are going to need to make some more dense cable if we want to add anything to this line. How many were we sitting on here? That's 16 there. So there's probably 8 there. We got 8 here. 16 going there. So we got another 16 we can use on this P2P tunnel. So let's look at what machines we would like to add and where we want to put them, power, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is going to get a little more complicated now. But before the end of the episode, I want to be able to craft a microprocessor. And you know what? The best way to probably start is to just make a pattern for it. So we're going to use, oh, you know what? We're going to need no, because I think we're just going to try to keep this full of soldering alloys somehow. And it might be, I haven't figured out I haven't thought about how I want to handle fluids just yet. So we're going to try to keep this, our circuit assembler full of fluids. So this is the recipe we're going to use. So let's just shift click that in there. Yep. And then we can go into our interface terminal and look for advanced circuit assembler. And then we can look up microprocessor. We have 16 already. Can we make 10? Alright, so we are missing the SOCs and the copper bolts. So how do we want to handle copper bolts? Most likely in a cutting machine, maybe? Let's see here. We could do another extruder, which actually, that might be our better bet. Yeah, so we're going to want, let's do an MV extruder. And we don't have the stuff for it. Cooper nickel, piston. Okay, let's get this going here. One advanced extruder. We're going to need to figure out where we want to place this for now, and how to power it. Our power situation is already a mess, but I'm thinking on this back wall here of our base might be some more auto crafting machines for now. We have plenty of room over here, so maybe we just need to utilize it a little bit better. Or maybe we could put it in here. Maybe we just put it in our little factory here. I don't know. I'll think about it. What else are we going to need? So we also needed these SOCs, which we're going to need a cutting machine for, which we have one in the clean room. We could use that one. So let's do that recipe. Okay, yeah, let's do this recipe here. We're going to run out of patterns too. I'm going to have to make some more patterns. So that will take care of that. And then in order to make the SOC wafer, we're going to need the laser engraver. Okay, did I make this already once? No. I don't think we've made it this way. We might need to change our recipe. I thought we had the SOC figured out, but we actually don't have, we need Naquata, and I don't think I have that. Well, we have some ore, but that must have came from a loot bag, I think. Yeah, so tier 3 asteroids, tier 4 most likely. Yeah, we're not to Naquata yet. You can get some from foreign asteroids, but we're not doing that. Okay, so scratch that. We are not going to do the SOC. We are going to need to use this recipe here. My bad. Let's move that up there. Okay, so never mind. We need to redo that recipe. Actually, redo both of these recipes. Oh, that's annoying. All right. We need to do it manually. What happened here? Oh, we have this. Okay. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We do, however, want the resistor. We want 2 of these. Capacitor, 2 of those. And transistor, 2 of those. So this is how you kind of manually make your crafts here. Alright, and then that will make us 2 microprocessors. So circuit assembler. We're going to put this one here because we'll put the ULV ones here. LV, MV, HV, EV, IV, and so on. And then now let's try to craft them. If you have some in your inventory already, you can either take them out and hit the craft button, left click, or you can just middle click here and it'll bring up the menu. So we have everything in the system. But eventually we're not going to have everything in the system. So we have some things to automate here. Starting with this central processing unit. So let's start there. Well, we can craft this to make sure that it works. Let's go over there and see if we can see it in action here. Nope. Did it finish? We can check to see if it finished with our wireless terminal, which is still being charged. Is it full yet? Because it's been a minute. It's still not even full. It's at 30%. All right. That did not work. Oh, you know what? We need to allow input, huh? Gotta remember that. So we're currently bug fixing. You start with the end product, right? And you work backwards. I think that's kind of the better way. So we want to smack this with a screwdriver. And allow input from output. And then our output is in the back, and we can auto output. Okay, so that should have finished that quest there. Or not the quest. It should have finished that craft. Let's go check it in our wireless terminal. That's why we made it. Okay, so we got 26 of those. Craft is complete. Sweet. So we technically have auto-crafted LV circuits, but we still need to figure out these guys. So we made that extruder for no reason really, but we'll use it eventually. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it for episode 69 here. We kind of got auto-crafting microprocessors going on. We just need to do a little bit more work on the SMDs, which you see in the background. I've already kind of started here. So next episode we'll probably start finishing up here with the microprocessors, and then probably move on to getting fluids in our AE2 system. That's something I need to get figured out here. Also, I've kind of been rethinking my controller setup, and we'll probably be looking at getting this a little bit more organized here in the near future. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you liked the episode, hit the like button. If you want to leave a suggestion down at the comment section there, go for it. I'm all ears to see. Um, I, I'm getting to the point in this pack where I have not ventured into, so a lot of this stuff is new to me and I'm figuring it out. So if you guys have some suggestions to help me out, I'm all for it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.